Hey everyone, we are really excited to be here with the founder of Profit Socket, which is one of our new partners inside the Dentist Advisors Partner Program. I want to introduce you to Cooper, who is the founder of Profit Socket. And Cooper, we're so excited to have you in this industry with us and as a partner with us, and to learn more with you. And I'm going to turn the time over to you to share a little bit about your business.
Sure. Okay, great. Well, thanks for the intro, Spencer. As Spencer was saying, my name is Cooper Lamone. Originally from Utah, although I currently live in New York, and I should probably not take all the credit for Profit Socket. I'm one of the co-founders or an early stage executive. I work closely with my dad, actually, who is kind of responsible for the genesis of this idea, and a lot of what's become from that start. But today I'm just going to walk through briefly who we are, exactly what we do, how we think we add value to dental practices. And then I understand that there will be other segments where maybe we can talk about some of the case studies and the successes that we've seen from the deployment of our product and our system within the dental industry. But first, to talk about the genesis of the company. So the company actually started because of some of the experiences that my dad had and his clinical time as a dentist. I think like most dentists, like all dentists, we would hope, my dad cared deeply about interacting with his patients. He liked working with his hands. But quickly after running his own practice for a year or two, he realized that he was in charge of a relatively significant revenue stream, but had no business training and had no real way to perform any type of deep financial analysis on his practice. And so he saw that, the relationship between clinical changes that he was making and fluctuations in profit was relatively opaque and took massive quantities of time for him to understand. And so, when he was considering changing things like his procedure mix, adding new staff, purchasing new machines, or maybe even just increasing the days of production that his office had throughout a period, it was virtually impossible to dictate or to understand, to forecast how that would impact his bottom line. And I think, if I were to ask any dentist today, like, could you describe their profit margins, the difference in profit margins between crowns versus root canals? That's a question that would stump most people. And so thus Profit Socket was born as a tool in the system that allows for deep financial analysis of dental practices, providing granular insights, even to the point of, again, like I was saying, getting to procedure level profitability, so that dentists can understand exactly how what they're doing translates into dollars in their pocket, or should they choose to sell their practice to their bottom line or their cash flows. So talking about what we do, so that's kind of why Profit Socket was started. And our product currently has two primary components, the first of which is a dashboard. The dashboard is relatively, I don't want to say simple, it's hopefully easy to understand. And in that regard, it's simple. But this dashboard aggregates data from a variety of sources. It draws from things like your PMS. So we'll use your day sheet, all your procedural codes. We'll find out which doctors are working, how many hygienists you have, et cetera. We'll also try and draw non-PHI data relating to your patients. So we'll look at things like the types of payers that you have, payer mix between Medicare, Medicaid, private payers, et cetera. We'll also look at things like your accounting statements and even things like your invoices. So when you're ordering materials, we take all this data, we relate it to each other. We use advanced statistical analysis to kind of fill in the holes where there are holes. And then we deliver a set of financial insights in a dynamic dashboard. It's very flexible. We have an example of that if you'd like to see it maybe later on or in one of the other segments. And this is something that's constantly evolving and can always be improved or changed at the request of the dentist or the practitioners. The second component of what we have is a notification system. One of the things that we've recognized is that as people use our product, which again aggregates all these disparate data sources and then delivers this information to a dentist in the form of a portal, is that it's kind of hard to deliver that information throughout a practice. And frankly, this information is not only meant for the dentist who is working chairside. A lot of this information is valuable for hygienists, people who lead different segments within the business, people like office managers. And so our notification system allows for dentists or practice owners to determine the sets of information by whom they would be received by. And so our notification system takes portions of the dashboard, specific points of analysis, and delivers them to the appropriate people within the organization. And again, both of these components are fed by integrations with your practice's PM or your practice management software. We also integrate with your accounting system if you use something like QuickBooks. And then we also have a process to intake some of the less rigid forms of data, like I was saying, those invoices from maybe your vendors, or if you use like other not older systems, some practices, paper and pen to track some things. We have methods of it and taking that data as well. And ultimately, all of this allows us to take what has been traditionally siloed, disparate data sets and put them in a place where they're normalized, standardized, and ripe for statistical analysis. That's something that we're building out as well. But what we're working towards is a system that is able to answer a variety of like fluid dynamic questions from dentists who may want to know about what would happen, for example, if they were to emphasize more heavily root canals instead of other procedures within their business. To wrap up, I don't know exactly how much time I have, but talking about what sets us apart, maybe how we fit within the current dental tech stack and what might be most interesting to dentist advisors. I would say that it's first important to note that our product works in conjunction with pretty much everything else that exists within the tech stack. So we're not superseding or replacing your practice management system, not even something like dental intelligence. We really leave everything that's operationally focused to what exists currently. We truly believe that our product, to use that dental term, is de novo in the sense that it is entirely new. It's something that's novel, and it is something that provides a fresh perspective. We expect, though, that the benefit of our product, should someone choose to use it, is that the practice owner or the dentist, maybe they're the same, has a new set of knowledge to inform their strategic decisions. You know, where they're spending their marketing, should they hire additional staff, should they choose to adjust their procedure mix, et cetera. Maybe, you know, they're considering purchasing a new machine. All of those decisions can be informed by the data and analysis, the insights that we provide through Profit Socket. So that's a little bit about us. Happy to answer more questions should they arise later on. But yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Cooper. What a great snapshot and overview of the business. I love to see what it can provide, the opportunity for organizing and forecasting our finances inside the practice. It's something that at Dentist Advisors, our advisor team would love to work with clients that have that type of organization and insight into their practice's financials on a weekly, monthly, annual basis. And to make it simplified and just user-friendly, as you have outlined, is a major plus. So, Cooper, we are so excited to dig deeper with you and the business and to present side by side with you. For everybody watching this, know there's more to come. You can check it out here at dentistadvisors.com on our site, and also be in touch with Cooper, who is listed here on our site as well. Cooper, thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Spencer. Thanks for having us. We're excited.